Hey guys, I'm Julian, and today I'm introducing the Valkyrie. Now, the Valkyrie, if you remember, if you've been on my channel for a little while and you've seen the video back in, I think it was March, where I explained about Julian's crazy idea, and I had all those little sheets of paper and I made very ambiguous statements about flight test and flying wings and foam board planes. But it's fine because that idea turned into this. Then it turned into this, and then finally we've got this, which is the Valkyrie version 3. Now, the Valkyrie was, I mean, if you go back and watch my original video, the entire idea is that you've got a modular platform that can serve any purpose of mission. And I really desperately wanted that modular idea to work, but it just didn't. That's something that I'm still working on, something that I still hope to achieve, but I got a removable tail section with this one, and then I didn't have a removable tail section with version 2 or version 3. But the Valkyrie has a lot of good features, and it's such a versatile plane that makes it good for almost any mission without having to be modular. So you've got a very nice, and I'll show you guys here, you've got, first of all, you've got wide stance tricycle landing gear that can take off in nearly any in nearly any environment. You know, grass, rocks, rough terrain. It's a very versatile plane in terms of where you can fly from. And also, you've got a nice open nose bay, so you can work with all your electronics. The beta kits and the designs that I'm going to put out are going to be version 3.3 or higher, meaning that when you get that kit, or if you cut out that design, you're not going to have all this wiring in the front, and that receiver wiring and all the rest of the wiring is going to be routed to this little avionics bay in the back. But you've got a nice open bay, so you can do FPV. The nose on the kits that I do has barbecue skewers that are meant to strengthen the nose, so you can even mount a gimbal underneath. It's got a huge battery. I run it with an 8,000 milliamp 3-cell battery. Radiomate RC makes this. It's an amazing battery. It's pretty expensive though, but you can run any battery in here. You can run all the way from, you know, a 2200 if you have high enough amperage to run your power setup, and you can run up to 8,000 amps or higher.
8,000 amps or higher.
This thing can cruise. It has wonderful stall tactics. Wonderful
stall tactics.
And it's just a blast to fly whether you're doing FPV or line of sight. Now, a little bit more onto the technical side. The Valkyrie is a 65-inch flying blended body, and I've actually done lift calculations for it, and I've calculated lift at 8 pounds for 3/4 throttle, which is absolutely outstanding. It means you can carry payload. I've done a glider tow piggyback.
Okay, it is working. It's sort of a bad idea though. Oh my god, it's on there. What? I'm releasing you. 3, 2, 1. Oh. It worked. Okay. Downwind landing, that was bad.
Disclaimer time with Julian. We're flying in a neighborhood with a spotter. Spotter's our camera person. And please do not do this at home. And in addition to that, I've done bomb drops. I'm certain that there are going to be a lot more things that are really going to push the limits of this thing in the future. Additionally, I have LEDs rigged up. And if I turn off this light, maybe you guys can see a little bit more clearly. And my friend Shane and I have had a wonderful time doing flying with that. Now, aside from the lights, the Valkyrie has a nice big battery bay, and the version 3.3 actually has an extended battery bay that extends forward into here. Now, you can fit so many batteries in this, and it allows for such a wide movement, and the enclosed battery bay means that you don't have wiring everywhere. You've got a very nice clean battery bay where you don't have to worry about getting anything out of the way to make your CG right. Additionally, you've got fully functional rudders, and you can even do vertical takeoff. I mean, it'll stand vertically, and everything just it comes together so well. You can fly it off of grass, you can hand launch it, or you can do vertical takeoff. It's really wonderful how versatile this plane actually is. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the beta tester program, and the beta tester program is what I put out to help make this plane better, because while it's fun to fly, it's got nice stall characteristics, it's very easy flying. I want to make it better, and I want to continually improve it. And so, with the help of a few friends of mine online, I've sent out kits to people all across the United States who are going to help me improve this design and make it the very best that I can before I release it as a design. Now, I've actually got one of those kits here. I'm just going to go through a few of the pieces. Like here, you got wing spars. You've got vertical stabilizers. You've got wing pieces. You've got every single thing that you need, and so these beta testers are going to do a marvelous job helping me to figure out what I have already gotten right on this plane and what I need to improve on. And of course, if you're familiar with Flight Test, if you know any of their designs, this plane is compatible with a Flight Test swappable power pod. And that means that you can just secure it on there, and you can take it off when you don't need it, or if you want to fly other planes. And this is wonderful because it means that while the Valkyrie is such a versatile platform, if you've got any flight test planes, or if you've already got a power pod, or even if you've already got electronics, you don't need to set aside two big honkin' motors and two big honkin' ESCs just to fly this plane. You can share it with everything else, and that's great if you've got a whole bunch of planes right here. Like we've got an entire wall filled with all of the planes that we've got here to fly, and they all can share this power pod, and this way the Valkyrie can easily integrate into the family of planes that I've already got, as well as give me an ultimate flying experience. Now, the tricky part about this plane is that it's 65 inches. It's a 65-inch wingspan, which means that it can be a little bit of a pain to get in the car, and this is where the modular idea comes in. When I originally talked about this, I really wanted it to be modular, meaning you can take the sections apart and you can swap them out, and if I manage to do that, then this plane will be ideal. Because right now, as it is, it's very difficult to take to the flying field. I mean, even you can see this is without the winglets, and this is with the winglets, and the winglets add about 3 inches more of wingspan to it that can be very difficult to transport back and forth. So hopefully, with the help of the beta testers, once again, I'll be able to get this plane modular and improve it to the point where I'm ready for everyone else to enjoy it. So, in closing, I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. Thank you so much to the beta testers for helping me with this design, and I really hope to see more of these flying out here in the future. Thank you guys so much. Happy flying.
Oh,